this morning, I plan to have a good day. And I don't care what they say, yo, to me, I'm a teacher's pet.
Oh my God, the guest is here. Guys, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. I'm so sorry. No, we were just doing a little teaching work. I remember I tell you, we had to run from the work because it was too hot. Oh my word. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Forgive us.
Forgive us. Listen.
Right,
welcome to Sunrise.
Yes.
And we're excited to have you this morning.
Let me do my intro, my proper intro. Now that I'm back. All right. The Dream Big Youth Foundation is a youth-led, Christian-based organization founded in 2024 to empower young people, especially at-risk youth, through mentorship, personal and professional development, and faith-based support. So joining us to share more about the foundation, their future plans, and the official launch titled, listen to this, Sounds of Victory, our founder and lead volunteer, Antoine Lodge, and marketing and communication specialist, Ruth Ann Gordon. Welcome to Sunrise.
Welcome
Thank
to
you so
Sunrise.
much for being here.
Thank you for being on time too. You were early. I really appreciate that, you know.
Sorry for being late.
That's right.
But we were doing God's work, let me tell you.
Listen. I want to hear early, what inspired the creation of Dream Big Youth Foundation?
All right, so the inspiration came from I was a little boy. Ever since I was younger, you know, going to my basic school and going through different hardships in my school, receiving mentorship from persons in my local assembly and seeing the lack of mentorship in my community. I've always said, from I was a little boy, I've always said, I want to, when I reach a certain age, I want to be able to help young people. So from I was in basic school, that has always been a life goal to say, I want to help young people. And then that's where the personal aspect and the mentorship come in. One of our other components is professional development. And the professional development was inspired when I went into corporate Jamaica. And I realized that it's not what I expected. You know, everybody say, oh, I want to go and get a nice job.
Yes.
But then when you go there, you realize that you have to deal with difficult supervisors. You have, sometimes the workload just get heavy upon you. You don't know when to say no. You don't know. You know, it's a lot that a lot of young persons are not prepared for, especially at-risk youth. And when I found myself in that situation, I decided that I'm going to come out strong. And when I come out strong, I am going to ensure that I help someone who wants to go into corporate Jamaica but just don't know how to operate in the space. So that's where the inspiration came from.
Got it. And is that some of the challenges that you see most youth facing now? Like, I want to talk about those challenges that Dream Big hopes to address in particular. What are some of those challenges that you see as the big ones?
I would say, one, resilience. When young persons, they go into corporate Jamaica or they go into the workspace and hardship come, their first solution, and I've spoken to many young persons, and that's their solution is to leave and find another job. And then you go in another job, it's the same thing. So I would want to work firstly on their personal development and ensure that they're empowered, ensure that they have the backbone so that when hardships come, they know how to endure and prepare and work on what they were there to work on, in a sense.
Resilience. I'm sure Ruthan is actively engaged in marketing the whole idea of the project and ensuring that the objectives are met. How has faith influenced the mission and direction of the foundation?
Well, as you guys said, we're a faith-based organization. You know, the scripture says it's in him we live and move and have our entire being. And that's how we like to operate as a foundation. You know, our aim and one of our main goals, as Anton said, is to empower youth. And I don't think you can really empower somebody without including God and involving God. It won't be holistic empowerment. So along with personal development, we like to be, or through the personal development, we like to be guided by biblical principles and principles of the word, ones that we apply to our own lives. We want to teach them and guide youth through those principles because, as I said earlier, without faith, without God, it's not really true personal development.
Okay, I like that. I want to hear a little bit about any plans or initiatives that you've already rolled out or that you are planning to roll out soon.
Okay, so what we have done so far is a basic school project, the same basic school that I attended in Seaview Gardens.
Nice.
We went there last Labor Day and we painted the school walls and the play area. We did some painting there. One of our major projects that I want to undertake soon is the Youth Empower and Employability Project, where we empower them, as we said, in the personal development aspect. We talk with them, we give them scenarios and have them work through them. And then we have them do some outreach work, the at-risk youth, where it's either you go and paint a school in your community, you paint a church, a police station, or you feed the homeless. Just do something that gives you some sense of belonging, to make you feel like you have purpose. And then we send them out into the professional space. So that's one of our major projects that we want to undertake in the coming months.
You know what, someone watching, listening might wonder, how do they go about selecting and identifying these at-risk youth, and where? How do you connect? Explain to me the process.
Yes, so there is a screening process that we intend to undertake, where we sit with the participants, or we have persons come in and sit with the participants, and we ask them a few questions just to get their thought process and to test their risk level, to see some of the things that they would have gone through, to see how vulnerable these persons are or how attached they are actually. So that is the screening process that we intend to undertake.
Awesome.
Yes.
And now we have a launch event coming up,
Yes, we
May
do.
31st.
Yes.
I want to hear a little bit about it, what you guys have planned, how it's different from others, what people can expect. Tell us more.
I believe that this launch event is special in that it's not only a launch, it's also a worship event, because as you said, they're faith-based, and we really want to involve the Lord in every single step of the organization. And I think doing that through worship, you're directly involving Him. So it allows us to fundraise, and it allows us to raise awareness, but it also allows us to give Him some honor in everything that we're doing. So what people can expect is they can expect awesome ministering from really anointed ministers. Chorus with a K, we have Ramona Ricketts, we have Gavin McDonald, we have a whole host of ministers who are coming prepared to deliver not just singing, but actual ministering. We also have speakers that are going to be there and ministering to people. And people can come expecting a real atmosphere of worship, you know, somewhere you can come and enjoy yourself, but also leave transformed, feel renewed, and also feel as though you're contributing to something that is investing in the development of Jamaica's youth.
Someone watching right now want to contribute, want to volunteer, want to be a part, want to give support. How do they go about it, doing it?
So you can reach out to us via email at dreambigyouth, F-O-U-N, that's dreambigyouthfound @gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at dreambigyouthfoundation, and on LinkedIn or Facebook at Dream Big Youth Foundation, or Dream Big for Youth Foundation, I believe.
Yes, and go to the IG, the information is there.
Yeah,
Right?
information
Right
is there,
Yes.
Wonderful. Really amazing work.
yes,
really,
yes.
really proud of you for
Thank
doing this and stepping up to the plate and
Thank you.
really making a difference. We were talking earlier about how mentorship is, we want to really foster that in our culture, as part of our culture, and you know, redirect youth in that direction. And I think it's a really important undertaking. So thank you both very much.
Listen, man, when I grow big, I want to be just like you.
There you go. There you go. Amazing. All right, guys, that was Antoine Lodge and Ruth Ann Gordon of the Dream Big Youth Foundation. I hope you guys check them out on Instagram and everywhere they're mentioned. We'll take another short break, and then it's over to WAGs, which IT clearly had the children doing at PE, because when they tell the pitney them to bark like a dog in a PE, me say, a WAGs him a do. But WAGs is coming up next, brought to you by True Pet. Stick and stay.